I should have found all of my things beforehand, but I didn't, so. Come with me. We have to find the supplies. Yeah, I definitely should have found all of my things beforehand. I don't think things through properly. I guess I can just cut first and then take back. I guess I can put you down. There's nobody here to be bored. While there's no one here, I'm gonna go do something. If I can figure out how to. Okay. So I will find it in a minute when I get to step 1. That's so neat. Oh wait, here it is. Okay. Here you go. So I have this. Well, I had. I don't know what. So I have this mini printer thing. It's like an inkless printer thingy. Doesn't work super great, but I figured out a way to make it work, kind of. Oh, there's 2 people now. Wow, we went from 0 to 2. I need to get the comments on here. Okay, both people left. That's cool. So basically, I printed out a bunch of different things that I'm going to use as stickers, and then the tape is basically the same width, so because I'm going to cut stuff off the sides, it's fine. And then I'm going to tape them to this journal that I painted, and it looks kind of boring and basic and weird. So, well, it doesn't look basic because I painted all over it, but yeah, that I painted all over it, and then I wrote like Abby on it, and I wrote like to do, and then there's notes, and it says lists somewhere. Lists, but I wrote in like, well, I have these like stamp things. I don't really actual like stamps are right here. So I have like stamps that I like stamped all over it, and then I just wrote in a variety of like whatever these are called, super tip marker things. So I'm gonna put these on here, but first we're gonna cut out all the stickers, and I did print out a lot. So here we go. So these are all, and then I ripped them off some at a time when I thought I was done, I would rip them off. Which one did I start? I think I started with this one because I started with Sherlock. So I will cut them out and then I will show you when I get there. And I basically did like everything that I find interesting. Basically. I mean, like shows and TV shows and movies, and shows and TV shows are the same thing, but like shows and things. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it out kind of, I don't know, not super great. I'm just gonna cut it out enough, and then I'll do the extra stuff after I show you. You guys, I don't know, there's 5 people here now. Okay. Try not to cut Sherlock's jacket apart. And it only prints in black and white, so I'm thinking some of them, I'm not sure which ones, some of them I might actually color over because I have a bunch of art stuff. This is Sherlock and Watson, and it keeps curling up. But yeah, it's Sherlock and Watson from the show Sherlock. Imagine that. Okay. And then this one, I'm just cutting a square because that's how it's supposed to be. I freaking love Moriarty, okay? I've made videos about Sherlock. I've talked about Sherlock in the past. I love it. So great. Moriarty was such a good bad guy. It's amazing. Absolutely. I love Andrew Scott. Great. Okay. Of course, this is like the only thing I've ever seen him in. But, did you miss me? And then it's Moriarty. And everything looks slightly wonky, like I said, because this printer is kind of awful. But it was from Five Below, so yeah. Then we have, yeah. Then I only did one Phantom of the Opera one because there's not a whole lot of like stickers for that. But it's Phantom and Christine from the 2004 movie, which is the only one that I've actually seen. Hello, Chase Payne. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna put them over here so I don't accidentally throw them away. Okay. Well, this one I was debating on doing and not doing because I'm not. Okay. I love Marvel. I love basically all of the things, but like Iron Man is probably one of my least favorite. Like I like all of the Iron Man movies. I like all of them. They're great. They're good. Love RDJ. But it's not my favorite of all of the Marvel things. But I have this Stark Industries one that says "Better Living Through Technology," which is like their slogan and whatnot. And this one accidentally was super tiny, and I don't know how it did that, but I'm too lazy to print it again. But it is the little emblem for, oh my gosh, if you can even see it. So that one's Black Widow, that one's a Hulk fist, that one's a Thor's hammer, that one's Captain America, that one is Iron Man, obviously, and then this one's Spider-Man. Kind of sad that they don't have, it doesn't have a Hawkeye thing because he's like actually in the team, but it's okay. People usually forget about him anyways. Then we have, so I have not watched any of the Harry Potter movies. I've watched the Fantastic Beasts ones, but I've never watched any of the Harry Potter movies, and I've only read 2.5 of them. That's because I have super strict parents, and so like I'm just now getting to it. But I've done the test 100 times probably because I have all of my friends are obsessed with Harry Potter. So like I've done the class tests or the house tests, and every single one of them has always said Ravenclaw. And then I did the official like Potterverse, Pottermore, whatever. That like the official like made by the people. Whatever her name is. I don't remember her name. And it literally, it put me in Hufflepuff, but I don't care. I'm still a Ravenclaw. Everything is said Ravenclaw. And this one is one of the worst ones because it was it was yellow on blue, and so the contrast was kind of weird. And then we have Sweetheart, adorable. Let me cut him out and then I'll show you. We have Newt Scamander. Oh my goodness, I love him so much. So cool. Okay, and then I cut out these, which are Jesus related, but I didn't just want to put like scripture on stickers because it doesn't like doing text super well, even though all of these have text on them. I didn't really think that through very well, but I wanted like fun ones, like not just like scripture, which scripture is great. I love reading scripture on random things, it's fine, but I wanted like fun Jesus things. So this is a band-aid and it says Jesus heals. This one I'm gonna color for sure. Let me cut out. So I'm cutting this out so I don't have to cut around it again because it's a circle. Okay, this is Jesus is King, but it's the Burger King logo. And the little like thingy is a cross. It's adorable. I might color this one too. Adorable. Okay. Now this one, hopefully, if you're a Christian, you will get it. Otherwise, you haven't listened to enough Caleb, or you didn't listen to Caleb when, like, I don't know, 2012 or something. But this one, I'm not even gonna cut around it because it's already a square. This one says, "Hello, my name is Child of the One True King," and that's a really fun Caleb coded song. Anyways, that one's fun. Okay, something about me. I've made a video about Columbo before because I found out that there's a show called Mrs. Columbo. I almost died, okay? I haven't actually watched any of it because I'm trying to finish Columbo, which has like, 8 seasons or something. But this one's Columbo, and it's Columbo in the background says one more thing, and it's so fun. Okay. Here we go. This one I might color as well. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't decided. It looks pretty good. I mean, I'm going to cut all the way around it, obviously, because I'm just like, trying to get the general shape going. But this one is it's a D20, and it's a 2, and it says, could be worse. Because this has actually happened to me before, where I roll, and then I'm like, oh, that was awful, and they're like, well, it's not the worst it could be, and I'm like, it almost was. I think this roll actually killed me. I'm not joking. I'm trying to remember what campaign we were doing. I don't play super often. I play with some people at school occasionally because we have tabletop games as a club, and D&D is a tabletop game, and anyways, but basically I only ever really play and like have the most fun playing when my cousins are in town for Christmas or for Thanksgiving or something, when their dad's in town, because then their dad will DM my uncle, and so much fun. So much fun. Especially because like he understands that I'm not like they play it all the time, and people at school kind of play it all the time as well, and so like I play occasionally, and so I don't know all of the things, and I'm not great at like remembering that I have, like I always play as a rogue. I've literally never not played as a rogue, so like I'm not great, like I'm better now obviously, but like at the beginning I wasn't great at knowing what spells I had, what actions I could do. I have a stealth thing. Actually with my cousins we usually play Dungeon World, which is kind of the same, it's the same thing mostly. And so like he introduced me to like my uncle, he introduced me to like that. It's always super fun. I'm currently cutting out right now. There's 4 people here. Hi. I'm cutting out papers that are going to be stickers on a notebook that I painted. which you will see. I'll go back over all of them again. Right now I'm cutting out individual dice for D&D, like D&D dice. Right now I'm doing a D4, which is like a pyramid shaped one. And here's the D20. Doop, doop, doop. But anyways, I always play as a rogue. It's always a lot of fun. I like playing narcissists because I'm overly nice, and so I like having a character that can be a complete awful person. I like being small and sneaky and whatever, and I don't know, throws people off guard. I like it. Okay, we have a D20, tiny little D20. I'm gonna like scatter these all over the place. This one is a normal D6. I think that was another one. No, there's no one. Okay. I think this is a D8, I believe. I can never remember what all of the different dice are. This one's a 10, I think. If it will focus, there it is. Ah, that one blew away. This one's a 4. This one's an 100. And then this one is, I don't exactly know what this one is. It's shaped similarly to a D20, but it's smaller. Is that one a 10? Is this one something else? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We don't hardly ever use that one, so I don't know. Okay. This one. Okay. I had to create this sticker because I could not find any because it's an old movie, right? I'm surprised I could find Columbo stickers before I could find Ever After stickers. But anyways, so Ever After is like a Cinderella-esque movie. Cinderella from a different perspective, I guess. Drew Barrymore and whatever the guy's name is who plays Henry. Oh my gosh, okay? I had to make a sticker, and so I used my favorite quote from the movie. And basically, Drew Barrymore's character, Danielle, who's pretending to be some, like, she's Cinderella, right? Danielle's Cinderella. So, like, she's pretending to be some sort of higher class person than she is because she's, like, a servant or whatever. And the prince, like, meets her or whatever. She's pretending to be a courtess. That's what she's pretending to be. And so as she's pretending to be the courtess, she accidentally meets the prince. Like, she didn't mean to do that, but she did. And so the prince is like completely taken aback by her and whatever, because like he's supposed to be marrying this princess from Spain and whatever, and he doesn't want to do that because settling down for marriage is awful. Your life's over. And anyway, so he meets her, and he's like, oh my gosh. And then he meets her, he sees her again. It's like, hey, do you like books? We should go to this library place thing. It's great. And she's like, it's not fair, Your Highness, that you know my weakness and I don't know yours. And then he's like, I would think it was obvious. Or, well, I should think it's quite obvious. And he's talking about her, and it's just so, like, because obviously they're like, it's in France, so like they have accents and whatever. And like he's so like sincere and genuine and like sarcastic and dry about it that it's just like anyways, so like every single time I watch that movie, that one line, other lines too, there are multiple lines that are similar. It's very passionate, poetic, but like this line, oh, anyways, so I found where somebody was selling, okay, I stole all of these off of Pinterest, okay, I basically pirated all of these, okay. I went into Pinterest, I downloaded the images, I went over to the printing app and I printed them, right? So what I did for this one is I downloaded the image and then I put it on a different canvas, like on a white screen, and then put the words above it, and then I cropped it all together, and then I sent it to the printing thing, and then it printed. So, I created, not this. I could have done that. I've done that before with my own pictures, but anyways, here it is. You can't really see her face. I might go over and outline everything. But I forgot to do the contrast thing on that one. Anyways, that movie's such a good movie. I need to start doing movie reviews. I wouldn't do, like, most people, they, like, watch most of the movie on, like, they have, like, 30-minute videos of them watching the thing and reacting to it. I wouldn't do that. I would probably just talk about the movie after watching it, because I have been keeping, because I've been watching some new movies recently, I have been keeping a kind of a journal-ish thing of my movie ratings and reviews and whatever. Okay, this one says The Randy Disher Project from the TV show Monk. Randy Disher is actually a side character, but oh my gosh, I love his character so much. He's so sweet. Okay, so Monk is the main character, and he has like OCD and whatever, and he's a detective, kind of, like a consultant basically, because he can't work at the police department because of his OCD and whatever, and it gets him into trouble. Anyways, there's all sorts of shenanigans and things, but Randy Disher is one of the police officers, like one of the detective guys that works at the police department that he helps, and he's hilarious. And there's this one episode, and it comes up different times as well, but Randy quits. Like, he just quits. There's context, but he quits his police job, and he goes back to the band that he used to be in, and he renamed it the Randy Disher Project, because he thought that's what everybody wanted, because, like, he's the one that started the band. But anyways, so the Randy Disher Project. And then it has, like, butterflies and, like, flowers around it, which I think is hilarious. I love it. Anyways, this one I'm gonna have to color over because because it was green, and so when it converted to black and white, it's not at all very bright. But this one's from Psych, which I like even more than Monk. They were on the same show together. No, that's wrong. They were on the same channel together. Hold on. Oh no. Okay. They were both on USA Network, I think is what they were on. They did a couple commercials together and stuff. They're both great. I love them both. But Psych is definitely my favorite. It's meant to be funnier. Like, Monk is more of a dramedy. Psych is supposed to be more of a comedy. It's less drama. But anyways, so good. So this is Gus, one of the main characters, not the main, his best friend, the main character's best friend, who's also a main character. His pickup line for like everybody is, "Do you hear about Pluto? It's messed up, right?" And I love that line. It's so funny because like it works one time, and that's the girl that he ends up marrying, right? And like he says it all the time, and everybody's just kind of like, okay. But anyways, if just attention all men, that's a lie, not all men, whatever. Attention men that I would be interested in, if you use this line at me, I might fall in love with you on the spot, okay? Like that line, and then like any line from Ever After, like, oh my gosh, I might faint, and then be obsessed with you. So just FYI. Obviously, I didn't think that through when I said all men. Not every single one of you will say that, and I will fall in love. Only specific ones of you. You can't be a creep. Okay. This one is also from Psych. It's just, well, I think, yeah, the last two are both from Psych. This one is one of my favorite, like, lines that they say throughout the whole show. But they go, "Wait for it," and then they, like, sing the last note for forever. This one, and "Come on, son," both of those are, like, very commonly used throughout the whole show, and it's fun. But the "Wait for it" is the only one it's the first one I saw a sticker for, so I had to get it. Okay, this one reminds me oddly of, like, the Jesus is watching sticker that everybody was obsessed with for a little bit. I don't necessarily like Jesus imagery. I mean, it's not like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not gonna, like, hate you if you have a picture of what you assume Jesus is, like, that's whatever, but I prefer not to have Jesus imagery. But anyways, this reminds me oddly of it. It's Gus, this one's Gus, and this is Sean, and they're peeking around the corner. I'm gonna put this on the edge of the book. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fun. I probably should have, I don't know, I've just been cutting the general shapes. I probably should have been starting to cut more seriously to get them how I wanted them. I need to decide which ones I'm gonna color. I think there's just like 4-ish of them that I'm gonna color on top of. I kind of like the black and white look. There's 2 people now. I don't know, probably bots, actually. How long has this been? Oh, it's been 25 minutes already. So I lied. Okay, that one's completely done. This one needs to be cut around the edge. And the top is way uneven. Okay. And here's the monk one if you're new here. The shadow is awful, but it says just one more thing. Because Monk is known for, like, he'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave now because he gets on everybody's nerves. Everybody being, you know, the people that murdered somebody. But, like, he gets on everybody's nerves, and he's like, actually, one more thing. Because, like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna leave now, goodbye, whatever. And then he's like, actually, one more thing, and then tells them, like, this vital piece of information, and then they're like, oh, I'm screwed. It's always so fun. Just FYI, if you ever murder somebody and, like, yeah, I don't recommend doing that, but just as I've watched almost all of the entire show of Psych, like, not Psych, it's Columbo, that's the thing I'm trying to say. Hold on, I need to listen. If, how do I explain this? Okay, without sounding ridiculous. Okay. Don't murder somebody, but if you do, don't offer to help. Does that make sense? Like almost every single episode of Columbo, almost every single one, the people that murder somebody, even if they have no real relation, like sometimes it's like ex-wife or neighbor or like coworker or whatever. Like if you actually knew the person, that's one thing. But like people who had no real relation to the person that was murdered, the person that you murdered, those people will go to the police when the police are investigating, and they'll be like, oh my goodness, what happened? And then at the end they'll be like, well, let me know if there's anything I can do for you, or just keep me updated, or whatever. They now know it's you. You're now the number 1 suspect. You just offered to help on a murder investigation. Why did you do that? I mean, I guess people would do that. I don't know. I've never had anybody in my life murdered, thank the Lord. But like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be like, oh, my husband died. I want to help and give me as many details as possible. I feel like, okay, that was a bad excuse, but like, or example, but like, don't offer to help. Especially if you did it, like, you don't want to be close to the investigation if you did it, obviously. I mean, like, to know updates and whatever. But, like, when you know updates, you know that they're getting closer to you because you're there. Just so annoying. Anyways. Yeah, just don't offer to assist the police. They need to come to you and ask for your assistance, ask for an interview, ask for whatever, ask for questioning. That's one thing. Obviously, do what the police say at that point. But don't show up to the location of the person that was murdered and be like, oh my gosh, Jerry died? Like, you didn't know that. How did you know that? How did you know to come here? Why are you here? Like, I don't know. Like, you kind of screwed up. So this live might get interrupted by the fact that I set screen times for myself, and it went away before I could click the add more time button. So I have like probably 3 minutes, and if it goes off, then it goes off. But just FYI. Okay, that one is perfect. Oh, that one's gonna take forever. So because most of these pictures the pictures that I downloaded to become stickers, like almost all of them were like a sticker on top of a background or whatever. Like almost all of them have a very clear outline of where the white is supposed to be, so I don't have to like make up a pretend amount of space for it to go. I just have an outline. It's just hard because it's tiny. Ta-da. It's so silly. So silly? That's not the right word. It's so funny because my little sister, who is 3 years old, it took me a second to like remember how old she was, but my sister, who is like 3 years old, was around when me and my brother watched Phantom of the Opera because mom picked it. I'd never seen it before. I wanted to, so we watched it one day. And my little sister, who was 3, was around, right? And it's so funny how like she is more obsessed with it than I am, and I really like it. But like she will ask for Phantom, and she for a while was saying Phantom of the blah blah blah, blah because she couldn't pronounce opera, and she's gotten better. She usually says opera, um, like that opera. Um, but anyways, but like she'll ask for it, and she wants the song Phantom of the Opera. She likes that part, like overture basically, the theme. Because like when it gets towards the end of the song Phantom of the Opera, she kind of is like, okay, restart it. I want the beginning again. And then Think of Me, the song Christine sings. She likes that one. And then occasionally she'll let me play oh, what's it called? Oh no, I forgot it. Music of the Night, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's music. It's something of the night. I think it's music. But anyways, she likes it just as much as I do. I need to rewatch it because I never wrote down. I had mentioned that I keep a journal of all of my like movies that I like. I keep a not really a journal, but I keep like a movie review book thing. Uh, and I never did my Phantom of the Opera thing the day that I watched it, and so like it wasn't fresh on my mind. But there's a couple things that I thought were weird. Like I need to read the book. It's actually on my list of like things and I need to read it. But like there's a couple different parts that they didn't. I guess like I wasn't paying attention through the song or something. I guess that they explained it during the song. Because the songs are all really long because it's a musical. Um, but like there was a couple parts where they were like, oh wait, that's not her dad. I was like, did she think it was her dad? I didn't think she thought it was her dad. I mean, like her dad said he would send her an angel with music, and I like she's what does that mean? Um, anyways, so there's just random things that I don't really understand all 100% well, so I need to rewatch it, um, so I can do a more integrity. What's the word for having more integrity? In a review that has more integrity and more honesty, because like it's not just by like, oh yeah, I remembered this one thing happened. Does that make sense? Because like for the most part, it's just Jaws in the book. Because I've watched the first 3 of the Jaws movies out of like 4 or whatever, however many there are. I think it's just 4. And I come down here at whatever time it was, 10:30 or whatever, as soon as the movie was over, and I would write down my thing. So what I do is I write down the date that I watched the movie's title, duration, length, rating, like PG, PG-13, etc. Year it was made, and then my number, like from like 1 to 10. And then I have like a list of pros, a list of cons, and then a list of comments, which are not necessarily pros or cons. I mean, they're more cons than they are pros, but they're not necessarily bad. They're just like, so this happened, and that was kind of weird. But like, I watched Jaws 3 the other day, and woof. I mean, all in all, like the storyline wasn't bad. The acting wasn't the worst that I've seen. Like it was Dennis Quaid, so like, you know, do with that what you will. But the CGI, man, I couldn't get past it. Just the ending though. Like the CGI for the rest of it was, oof, that's kind of horrible. And then the ending, oh no. Like when they first, okay, I'm spoiling the third Jaws movie. If you haven't seen it, sure. Also, this is kind of graphic, I guess. But they killed the shark, the giant, you know, man-eating shark that's like terrorizing everybody at the park. They kill it by like underwater grenade, right? Which is fine. They exploded in the first Jaws movie. The shark died because they exploded it, right? They made it explode with an air tank. So like, it wasn't the fact that they exploded it. I thought it was a good like, it was homage to the homage. I said it wrong. It pointed back to the first one, and I thought that that was really cool, and I liked that they did that. And I actually thought that the graphics for that when the shark first exploded, and it's just like a poof of like red water, I thought it was really cool. I thought it looked great. I was like, oh, that's great. And then it kept going, and the explosion turned into CGI, not just like paint in the water, I guess. And then they added the CGI like shark parts flying out. It doesn't look real. Like it's not like if you're like cringing right now, it's not gross. It's horrible, you know, just because it's CGI from, you know, 1993, 83, not 93. I think it was 83. Anyways, not good CGI. Very, very not good CGI. Of course, like they thought they were doing great back in ye olden days, but sorry, I just offended so many people. But like I could have made a better thing animating it in Google Slides. I made animations in Google Slides for my computer class, and I got pretty good at it. It's actually a lot of fun to just, I don't know, you just duplicate the slides a million times, but like every time you duplicate it, you just move it kind of slightly, kind of stop motiony. And like I could have exploded that shark better if you gave me 4 class periods and, you know, Google Slides. So like it was a thing that happened. Also, like right before they killed the shark broke glass to get into the room that was underwater. I'm not even gonna explain all of that, but like he broke the glass. It was so bad. I didn't even know that there was glass there until the horrible glass shattering sound effect, and then the horrible like overlay of CGI for the glass, and then like I know that they did their best. I don't want to make those animators who are never gonna see this, those CGI special effects people, I want them to think that they did great back then. I'm sure that they all were like so amazed by the job that they had done. They also probably didn't have the best budget because it was the third movie of a franchise that the second one was not great either. It wasn't that bad, but actually, I probably liked the third one better than I liked the second one, just because there was less completely annoying teenagers. Kind of. I'll just start doing movie reviews, and you can hear all of my complaints. If you actually want me to do movie reviews, sure. Just tell me that. Comment, or, well, I guess commenting is the only thing you can do. was not supposed to take this long. Okay, this one I just cut so wonky. I gotta fix it. So it's always so funny when, because I'm very into like actors and like knowing, cross-referencing from which movies they've been in and stuff. It's always so funny when I look up an actor and then I realize that they've been like Andrew Scott is the thing I'm talking about right now. Like, I looked him up after watching him in Sherlock. After watching the first episode that he's in, I was like, oh, cool. He's a great actor. That's dope. I looked him up, and he's in like one thing that I've seen before. But it's always so funny when you don't realize it at the beginning. Like, I watched Father of the Bride 2 the other day, because I had watched Father of the Bride 1. So I watched the second one. Oops. That was the thing screwing up. I had watched Father of the Bride 2 because I had watched Father of the Bride 1 like a couple weeks ago, and I had never seen the second one. And there's this main character in the first one, and I was like, how are they gonna fit him into the second one? That doesn't make any sense. Martin Short. His character is Franck. But Franck's assistant, I don't remember his name, but he's pretty big in the first one. Just some like Asian guy or whatever. He's a funny character, whatnot, blah blah blah. Then I watched Jurassic Park the other day with some friends for a movie night. I've watched Jurassic Park at least 30 times, okay? I love Jurassic Park. I like all of them. Now, all of them are not held to the same standard. Some of them are worse than others. I watched all of the Jurassic World. I have only seen all of those once each, but I like all of those. I love those movies. They're great. I did not realize that the assistant character that I don't know whose name is, he's the scientist. He's Wu, or whatever his name is, in Jurassic Park, okay? And I looked him up because I was like, oh my gosh, is that the same guy? It is the same guy. I'm just a moron. And he's also in Mulan. How was I not aware of a character that is in 3 movies that I enjoy? And I didn't know that he was in all 3 of them. Like, that is so funny to me. Like, I just couldn't keep up. But anyways, I do enjoy all of the actor lore, basically. Like, knowing what they play too much. Okay, I need to decide which ones I'm coloring before I put them on, obviously. So, I'm gonna leave Phantom, I'm gonna leave this one, I'm gonna leave you, leaving you, leaving you, I'm leaving you because you're too detailed. This one I'll color, that one I can't color, this one I'm coloring, this one is too small to color, that one I'm coloring, that one I'm coloring, that one I can't color, it's too detailed, this one I'm coloring because I can't read it, this one I'm coloring because I can't read it, that one I will not, that one I will not, and I'll just leave the little dice. Okay, so here are the ones that I'm going to color. We have, wait for it, you hear about Pluto? It's messed up, right? Hello, my name is Child of the One Tree King. Could be worse. And Jesus is King, the Burger King logo. So, oh, and Jesus heals. So those 3 are there. Okay, I need to lay out where I'm putting all of the things because I don't have a plan at all. So I'm gonna sort through each different category. So if I have like 2 of something, I don't put both on the first thing, right? Like on the cover page. So that is also Sherlock. That is Marvel. That is Marvel. I'm putting this with Psych because it's Monk and they're basically the same thing. And then they're not the same thing. That was a joke. And then we're just gonna grab a couple of these and sprinkle them here, and then the rest will go in the front. Okay. So we have the front, we have the back. Randy will go on the back. This one will go on the front. Columbo will go on the front. Stark Industries will go on the front. This one's on the back. Opera's on the back. That one's on the front. That one's on the front. That one's on the back. That one's on the back. I'll put this one on the front. Okay. So, now that I have a brief plan, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking enough tape to cover the whole thing. We will start with the Ever After one. And I'm just going to stick it on there. Lay it as flat as I can. And then, excuse me, roll back up. It rolled out too much. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut the tape. Alrighty. So it looks like that tape that is sticky around it. And then I lay it wherever I want. And I'm going to put this one kind of down here out of the way. And I'm laying it as flat as I possibly can get it, so there's not like air bubbles and stuff. I'm gonna put Missy on the back actually and put them on the front. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the psych one because that is 100% going on the front cover. Actually, it should go on the back because it'll lay forward that way. Okay, I'm gonna do the Columbo one now. Woo! Oh no, it got stuck to the side. Don't break, please don't break. Okay, sorry, I gotta lay it like the side of it first. There we go. Here we are. And obviously, like the smaller ones, I will cut the tape around it so it's not like a huge chunk of tape. But I don't necessarily have to with these. Okay. Columbo, you go in the middle. I probably should have laid these down first to find where I'm going to put everything. We'll do Stark at the bottom. Newt can go on the back, actually. We'll put Phantom on the front. We'll go like here. You guys will go. No, you guys will go here. And if I can't fit everything on here, then I can't fit everything on here and I'll live. But I would love to put all of them on here. Huge personality everywhere. Okay. And then I don't know where I'm going to put those, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm going to do the small ones at the very last after I color everything, so that way I don't like lose space, basically. Okay. Phantom. You go down at the bottom. Oh, I love Sherlock so much. It's such a great show. It's so fun. Well, fun in a murdering kind of way. I'm glad nobody's here to hear me say that. This one did not get centered though. Oh, that really bothers me. I better not unstick. It'll be okay. I'm gonna put you in the top. Actually, I'm gonna cut off this part. Okay. Sorry, I didn't like the gridded pattern at the top. I'm making it uncomfy. No! Okay. Now these better stick completely because I did paint all over this and this is just packing tape basically. Oh, you need more tape. I don't want to double stick, but I kind of have to on this one because I didn't do it right the first one. Fun fact, if you do something right the first time, you don't have to do it again. No! I ripped it. That's okay. It's stuck up there, so it's fine. Okay. There we go. You can hardly see it. Oh, it's weed eating. I was like, that is the weirdest rain I've ever heard in my entire life. Alrighty. My last cover one for now. Front cover one. I guess I need to specify that because it's all the cover. The whole thing is the cover. And I'm talking to myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. I need to watch that movie. Well, that is a song. I should stop talking. I'm aging myself. Basically, that's in a movie with Hugh Jackman, actually. He plays a rat. I guess most of the characters are rats, except for the frogs. But Flushed Away. It's a good movie. Ish. Good-ish. Do without what you will. I'm going to give you no other information, otherwise Hugh Jackman plays a rodent. And whoever is in the movie. I don't remember who else in it. Yeah. I'm going to put them right on the edge. So whatever is left, I would just fold over to the other side. Heck yeah. I didn't lay these out either. Oh my goodness. I'm so good at this, you guys. They're so cute. Okay. We'll do Randy at the bottom, Miss Me at the top. Did you miss me? We'll do Newt kind of right in the middle, and Ravenclaw down at the bottom. We'll do this Marvel one up at the top, and then the tiny ones are very, very last. They will go wherever they fit. Because I will have, at that point, I will have another one. Oh, does this just fit? I didn't think when I just ripped that off. No, a hair. The only problem with doing this on my floor is that there's hair. Because I have hair. I don't know if you realize that or not. Okay. Hello, one person. You're probably gonna leave me like the others. I'm guilting you into staying. Is it working? Probably not. Okay. The name tag was originally red, and I do like the color red, but I feel like those name tags are usually blue. Oh no, I ripped this one out and I didn't measure. Oh wait. No! Newt! Bro! Why did you stick like that? Okay. I'm just gonna stop. He's still stuck sideways. No! Okay, he's completely stuck now. He will get some extra tape because his side is kind of out in the middle nowhere. Oh, not really. It doesn't look that bad. Also, oh, you did leave. Ha, anyways. I will be posting a back to school video sometime. Hopefully, I get that done. Hopefully. I want to get one edited video out before the end of the school year. No, before the school year starts, actually. No! The air bubble. The curse of the air bubbles. Just gonna stick this on here as flat as I possibly can. And I'll cut off the rest of it because it's kind of hanging off the side because I stuck it on there diagonally because I'm not smart. Oh, I'll just fold it. Kind of a moron, but you didn't have to know that. Okay. Sorry, Randy, it did not do you justice. It kind of looked awful. We're going to talk about the Monk movie for a moment. Let's talk about how sad it was. I was expecting a Monk movie about Monk solving some crime and being OCD and having some fun. Why was it about like him trying not to unalive himself? Like, that is not, that just makes me sad. Like, that's not a good plot to a movie. The whole time he's like, I should jump out of this window right now. Bro, what are you doing? And then Trudy comes and makes him sad and whatever. No. And makes him, well, I guess it makes him less sad. Because, you know, he doesn't unalive himself. But, like, good grief, lady. Like, you're, like, okay. Basically, Trudy has a kid with somebody before Monk. And Monk finds this kid. And they become like father-daughter, whatever, because Trudy was his love, and Trudy's no longer around, and his daughter is the one piece of her that, well, he kept all of her stuff. He has her pillow, for gosh sake, but like, it's like a piece of her that that he has now, right? And so like you think, oh yeah, his life is complete or whatever, but like the whole end of the last season of Monk is him like hanging out with whatever her name is. I don't remember what her name is. Just the movie is just so sad because like, oh my gosh, throughout the entire movie there was only throughout the entire show, throughout the entire show there's only one time where he even remotely thinks about that. Might not color very well. Guys, I probably should use Sharpie. Oh. I didn't think about the words being white. I have to go around them so carefully. What if I just color over the white? It was very light. Okay, I just colored over it. Now I just gotta wait and see if this is actually gonna dry or if I just like ruined these because they're never gonna dry. Oh, this one's really tiny text. Okay, I'm not going to color on this one because I don't want to ruin the text. This one I think I can do. Oh, I can just color the whole thing. I'm a genius. Because it's supposed to be green. So I can just color the whole thing. And it's all green. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. I don't remember the words, I don't remember the words, but I'm dancing with myself. I'm dancing with myself. I'm dancing with myself. I need Sharpies. Okay, so on the original version of this, the sticker was pink. Okay, I am not like other girls, and I'm not a huge fan of pink. Okay, I do enjoy. I'm wearing pink shorts. I have Hello Kitty on the back of my back right now, but that's just not my favorite color. So I think I'm gonna do green, honestly, because I feel like it fits. Because I'm gonna put this one in the front. I feel like the front needs lighter color, so I'm gonna do the main part green, and then did I not grab yellow? Oh my gosh, and then the actual smiley faces of the thing will be yellow, because that's also the color of smiley faces, and it also needs contrast. So now I'm just praying that all dries and I'm not gonna get like Sharpie everywhere, and it's not gonna like screw up when I try to put tape on top of it. Most of the time when you make stickers, you take your thing, you cut it out, you put it on a piece of tape, and then you put that on top of another piece of tape. Like you put tape, picture, and then the outline will stick out to another piece of tape so it sticks better. But I honestly think that this is fine. Like if I leave enough gap around it, I don't think it's going to come off. I didn't really think about that until right now that I'm making stickers incorrectly. But it's okay. I do feel like these Sharpies are working a lot better though. I think I have a light blue. I might put that in the middle. Sorry, I had my mouth open because I took my tongue out and then I inhaled Sharpie fumes. Not great for my immune system. I'm actually just leave it white. It looks so cute. But I do feel like it looks good with the blue on it as well. So I gotta find it because I flip my Sharpies over sometimes. I don't know why I did that. That's pink. Oh, you know what? I do think I used up that one. I'm just gonna leave it because I think it looks cute. It looks like an avocado, kind of, because of the yellow and of the green. Do not break, please. Yay, it didn't screw up. Oh, I don't know, I just cut that out when I knew that I had tape already. I'm so smart. We're not even going to talk about it. I had already put tape on the edge of my thing. This one's going in the front. It's going over right in the middle, kind of like here. And it's going diagonally because nobody puts a band-aid on right across. Like, that doesn't happen. I mean, I guess it could, but I don't have black Sharpie. Use brown. Oh, it's kind of like wait. now. Wait for it. Almost. Oh, the Sharpie's kind of looking tiny. I don't actually think it's a Sharpie pen. I think it's because it's trying to write on top of other markers. Okay. You waited for it. It is completed. Let me put it on a sticker thingy. Oh no, it's too wide. I'll have to put some more on it. Wait for it. Okay. This one is also going in the front. Or did I put the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry. Oh, I just realized you used the same green. Everything, all the colored ones on the front are going to be green now. Oh no. I'm also putting this one as, on a diagonal because all of the other ones are doing what they're supposed to. I should have put one of them upside down. It would have been different. Also, I just accidentally do things upside down all the time. Like, I got a brand new journal, and I picked it up, and I started using it, and then I realized that I was using it upside down. What does the Burger King logo even look like? I don't ever eat Burger King. Where did that come from? Excuse me. Oh, I also found a leaf outside. It's still summer. Bruh. Oh, is it shut down? It better not be dead. Because I need to know what the Burger King logo looks like. So we put two colored ones in the front. Then I want this colored one. And I'm not coloring this one. Because this one's going on the back then. Oh wait, I still have this one. This one's going to go on the back. This one's going to go on the front. This one's going to go on the back. And this one can go on the front. Are you dead? Excuse me. It could just be being stupid, because this computer does like to be obnoxious sometimes. I know it's yellow, I know it's blue, I know it's red, I know that these are the colors used. Is it red? Or it is dead. Shit. We're just gonna make it up as we go. I think the letters are red. I think the outlining is blue, and then I think the middle outline, the middle thingy, that would make sense. That would make sense for that to be the case. So I'm gonna do it, and then if it's wrong, then it'll be a funny thing that I'd never eat Burger King. I think I've had Burger King like 3 times. Of course, we're not like a fast food family. We don't eat out a whole lot. Oh, I'm gonna mess up the N's. That's not exciting. So. Okay. I fixed it. Jesus is king. Truthful statement. That's funny, because Jesus is also true. I'll get smaller. I didn't think about that. Maybe it's super big. Close enough. Oh no, it's sticking. Okay. Now the apple. Which is more of like a yellowish yellowish orange color. But I only have so many Sharpies. I don't have a beige Sharpie. Just primary. I could put some orange on top. Let me see. It's gonna outline it in orange. Okay. Here we go. Jesus is King. Burger King. That looks right. I think that's how you do the Burger King logo. Smash. But don't stick to my lid. We're going over here. So Jesus heals, Jesus is King, Sherlock, wait for it. I need to put it like right here, and then I'll bend, fold. Can I do it this way? No, can I do it this way? No, because all of them are this. Hold on. I remembered how my brain works, so I did it. Because both of the ones I had done diagonally, I turned them counterclockwise. So this one I turned clockwise because it wants to be different. Because, you know, stickers have emotions or whatever. Okay. I really want to color on this one, but I don't want to screw it up. I'm going to save it for last. Wait, let's see. Okay. It could be worse. What color should my dice be? Because it has to be a light-ish color. Because the words are black. This is the one that I needed the words to be light. I'm gonna do this color, which is like a, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a maroon. Oh, that's actually not that dark. Okay. It's like a magenta, really. And I'm only doing the actual dice, not the not the like banner that the words are on. Almost. Okay. Here we go. It looks good. Looks fine. Here we go. I'm actually gonna do the little shading pieces. I think I'm gonna do those in green. But a different green than I did everything. Just because I think it's fun. This is about to go out. I'm so glad I got to use the Sharpie one last time. It actually had like one more use left. No, yet. No, there's a hair. Oh, it's completely stuck. There's not a way to grab it. Okay, I got it. Whew. Got some nervous in there. Okay. No, I didn't measure. That was a mistake. No, don't stick in the middle. Okay. Was I putting this one on the back or on the front? That one's going on the back. This one could go on the front. But I don't want to run the room. Is it going here? Yeah, it's going right there. This one could go on the front. No, it needs to go on the back because of the colors. Okay. So, it's going to go like right. Run fast, run fast, run fast, My name is Child of and change it and set free. Amazing. Some message. My name is Child. One true king. Oh, 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 oh. Oh no, it did smudge a little bit, but it's okay. This one wasn't my favorite anyways, but I mean it's still cute, but it's not my favorite. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to write on this last one, and then I'll do the small ones, and then I will give you a reveal, even though there's nobody here. I'm gonna do this dark one. I'm gonna make it look like a pineapple. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Peduto? Oh no, I literally just forgot what I literally just said about making a pineapple. I was even thinking, like, what did I just say? What is it that I was just excited about? Sorry, I'm so distracted by not screwing up that I screwed it up. Did you hear about Peduto? Messed up, right? Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'm gonna use this white marker pen. Okay. That's messed up. Right. Okay. It's in my crappy handwriting, but it looks better than it did, because before it was just plain and gray and ugly looking. Okay. It kind of looks like a green burger, but that's okay. We have wait for it, and then this psyche is on the back. So we do have one of each, and then we have Randy Disher on the back as well. So this one could go on the front, because it is a very vital part of my who I am as a person. That was sarcasm. Which is gonna go on the front anyways. I'm putting all of the things that I colored green on the front. I guess because the back is blue and green. That makes some sense. Okay. Now I'm taking my leftover tape that I just have, and I'm gonna stick like as many of these in here. No! You're sideways. Get out. Okay. Here we go. This one might not fit. Oh, it does. Okay. And this one. Okay. Here we go. One. Yep. I'm so close. Two. Okay, that one's too big for this piece of tape that I have left over, so I'm gonna have to get new tape for that one. But that's okay. The days are over. Okay. These three. Put the D4 on the front because we'll put the D20 on the front because it's kind of the main guy. That one needs tape. It's not gonna stick hardly at all. This one's gonna need more tape because it's also not gonna stick hardly at all. That's okay. It's gonna go right here by Pluto. And this one's going over here. Okay, and then we need more tape for the 20. 20 eye. I'm gonna hang that here for a second. And I'm gonna stick some tape to the other one. Okay, stick that there. this tape is going on this one. Like so. And then you need more tapes. Stick it. I didn't write my name anywhere. I mean, it does say Abby all over it, and I doubt anybody's gonna claim it as theirs. This is a one of a kind. This is a one of a kind thing. Like, nobody's just gonna have this nonsense. Okay, I'm just gonna write my name on this piece here. ABC. Any worst handwriting I ever had in my entire life? It's just a thing that I'm working really hard on. Why would I want it to look pretty? And that was the last of the tape. This is gonna go. Where does it make sense for it to go? Right here? Right here? Right here. Okay, here we are. The big reveal. This used a mini printer, a notebook, paint, or whatever you want to put on the cover, Pinterest, tape, did I already say tape? Sharpies, and some regular old markers. Randy Disher's still not connected all the way, bro. Okay, I'll start with the front first. Here is the front. The background is like red and blue, and I did some cool like detail stuff. But this is Stark Industries. This is, wait for it, this is Sherlock. That says Abby. That's a D6. That's a D20. This is Jesus is King. This it says one more thing on the background. It just says it a bunch of times, and it's Columbo. This is Abby C. That is moi. This is Jesus Heals. This is I don't remember. I think it's a D10. It could it be a D12? It's probably a 12. That's what it is. Abby, notes, to do, notes, list. That is the Ever After quote. That says, you hear about Pluto. It's messed up, right? That is Phantom of the Opera. We have the back. Okay, kind of boring when it comes to color, but that one is interesting. We had Did You Miss Me? Moriarty. That is a D8. That is a new Scamander. That is Sean and Gus. This says, hello, my name is Child of the One True King. This is Randy Disher. Did I miss this one? It says it could be worse. This one's a Marvel one. This is a D10, maybe. Ravenclaw, D4. I already said Randy Disher. This is the completed thing. It's fun. It's just like a gridded notebook thing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna use it for. I think I'm just gonna put, because it's not specifically for a class, because I do have notebooks for the classes that I will want notebooks for. So I believe this one is just gonna be like, because whenever I have a spare second, I like to plan out my entire life. So this will probably just be me getting bored in class, or at the end of the day when I don't have anything to do, me writing down exactly what it is that I'm gonna do when I get home. Thank you for watching this live. None of you did that. This is an hour and 25 minutes instead of 25 minutes, but that's okay. I was productive. It basically brainwashes me into thinking that I have to be productive. So, I will see you all some other time. Remember, I love you, Jesus loves you, have a great day, and bye.